Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Edward Muzhaffar from class B, and my students numbers is 2121222074. And in this video, I would like to explain about how to encourage the students to speak more English in the classroom. And this video was made to fulfill the mid-test assignment for English for educators. And for this assignment, I choose the topic using pair work to encourage students to speak English in the classroom. And there are several ways to develop their coverage in speaking English. One of them is by using pair works, and pair work has some advantage over individual learning. And moreover, pair work is a natural way for students to talk and learn more. It gives them the chance to think, express, and try new ideas and knowledge from their peers. It can develop confidence in students because small groups of students provide comfortable place for them to express their thoughts. And there are several things to note about how to make the students speak English more in the classroom. The first thing we have to notice is create a safe environment without judgment. By creating a comfortable environment to speak English, would not be hesitant to make any mistakes in speaking English. Thus, they will learn faster without the fear of being judged. And the second thing we have to note is appreciate any student's effort in speaking English, no matter how small it is. We can appreciate them by giving them additional scores or approval like praises, but this should be done carefully to avoid unequal attention to the other students. And the third thing we have to notice is understanding their weaknesses. In order to help every student to get comfortable in speaking English, we should be keen in observing which student requires our attention more than the others, so that they won't be left behind by the other students. The following are some activities we do to enhance their speaking activities in the classroom. The first one is basic activity. In this basic activity, students will learn how to practice conversation. Students are instructed to form a pair with their chairmate, and this, for example, each student tell their classmates about their best and worst experience they had this week. This will help them to be more comfortable in expressing their thoughts to the other. And the second thing to do is presentation session. In this task, the class will be separated into several groups. In the presentation, students are required to discuss the assigned task in English. For example, the students are tasked to concept an alternate ending to a popular story, such as Pinocchio, for example. Then, the student will present the result of discussion in front of their classmates. And after that, another groups are allowed to give reaction and some question to the presenter. And finally, we came to the final activity, which is connecting story. This game session helps students to relax after the main session. First thing the teacher have to do is to prepare a topic for the students. Um, and then the first student should continue the story, and the second student should reply the first student with continuation of the story as quick as possible. This game goes on for 3 minutes. The purpose of this game is to help them minimize their hesitancy in speaking English. For example, the teacher started the game by saying, "If I have lots of money, I would buy a real estate house." And the first student then replies by saying, "If I have a real estate house, I would buy and put my helicopter in it." Then the second student replied to the first student, "If I have a helicopter, I would fly to Paris to spend my money there." And the story goes on until the time runs out. And I think that's all I have to say. And I would like to apologize for any mistake I made during presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.